Hey everyone, Keenan here. In this video, we're looking at Revalver 4, and I'm going to talk specifically about this pickup RMS knob. This is a very cool feature which really adds to the realism of the amp models inside Revalver. This knob essentially lets you adjust the dynamic range of your guitar signal. Any well-rounded player will tell you that dynamics are a huge part of having good tone. Blues guitarists will especially know what I'm talking about. Revalver gives you a lot of flexibility for an amp suite. It's much more than just a DI input where you dial in the level. It's also got a built-in gate and a tuner, really cool features. It's just a very cleverly well thought out program that's tailored specifically for guitar and bass players who do a lot of recording. So we'll start with this knob set to the maximum value, which is 2 volts, where a lot of you guitarists might be setting this by default, and I'll be dialing this up and down. I have a tone set up here with some drive. We're using the greener overdrive going into a noise gate. From there into the Herd Demon Head on the crunch channel. I really want you to hear the nuance and the clarity in the gain staging. So I'm just going to play some chords and some rhythm and show you, depending on where this RMS value is set, what happens as I lower the volume on my guitar and as I raise it. Notice that at lower RMS values, as I lower my guitar volume, the signal starts to thin out a little bit more quickly, where at higher RMS, Revalver will retain the signal. It won't thin out quite as much. It'll just clean up the tone a little bit. Another really cool thing about this is that it will sound very different depending on which combination of overdrive and amp model you're using. I like to use this Buddha OM overdrive, this orange pedal here. This is a favorite of mine. It's just got a lot more gain on tap and just a really cool sound. So this is a really cool feature. It adds a very realistic quality to this amp suite, where you can get anything from a high gain down to a clean breakup sound just with your guitar volume. When I play, when I'm getting sounds from an amp, I like to try to get as many different tones as possible from one setup. A lot of times when players want to clean up their tone, they might reach for a knob on the amp or switch to a different channel or start messing with the stomp box or something like that. All you've got to do is set up an amp with some moderate gain and just try rolling back your guitar volume. This is what having great dynamic tone means. So if you're using Revalver, I hope this helps to explain how this RMS function works. I'll see you guys in more videos to come.